There, that one. Audio didn't want to work again. What's going on, everybody? Pew Pew Nation live episode 76. 76. I love it. It's a great episode. What's up, everybody? Who's all here? What's up, Josh? Josh Kurkowski. Haven't seen you on here in a while. Angela Garrett. What's going on? Zach. Stephanie. Earl. What's up? Who else is on here? What is going on, everybody? Make sure you guys take a second. Go share this video right now on your page. Get people over here. As you all know, we're shadow banned. Facebook hates us. We're firearms related. They don't like that. So it is what it is. But the only way to get people or to get past that is to is for you guys to share. So share right now. Share it. Share it. Share it. Share it. Share it. And get back here to watch. Derek, what's going on? Josh said it's been too long. My apologies. It's all good, man. It's all good. We all have lives. So this is interesting. My phone doesn't show me comments, but the computer is showing me comments. So that's cool. Thank you, Zach, for sharing. I'm going to exit out of here. Close this piece of crap Facebook app. And then we'll go back into the Facebook app and we'll see if it'll allow me to see stuff on my freaking phone. God, I hate this Facebook shit. There we go. Earl shared it. Thank you, Earl. Stephanie said it's doing the same thing where comments disappear. So yes, that's exactly what it was doing to me, and I just had to exit out of my app, go back in. Like I said, it's Facebook. They suck. They haven't been right since Zuckerberg lost whatever it was, $11 billion or something in like 30 minutes. So I think he's still crying a little bit. So I don't know what's going on. But Stephanie, exit out of your app, completely out of your app if you're watching on your phone, and go back in it and come back to the video, and you should be right. So Josh said that my shirt is offensive. It is. It's the offensive shirt from freedomfatigues.com. So it's actually part of the Triggered Trifecta, which is a deal with the offensive, my assault rifle shirt, and also the woke definition shirt. So you guys should go check that out for sure. And offend other people. That's what this shirt does. It offends people. And if they're offended, then they are the definition of the shirt, and it's perfect. I love it. All right, let's get started here. Obviously, I'm solo. Unfortunately, Chris was going to be with me today, but Chris's daughter is ill, and she was not doing that good, so he wanted to stay with her, understandably, so no big deal. But next week, oops, kicking stuff over here. Next week, we are going to have a special guest, probably as well as Chris, but we are going to have Matt Brennan, who's been on here before, but Matt and Kevin, I don't know if Kevin's on here, Kevlar Barbecue, I want to give them a shout out. They are the ones that got me into the barbecue world, the competition world with barbecue, and they were invited to the Jack Daniels World Invitational barbecue competition. So it is the best of the best in the world at this competition. They pick one team pretty much from each state, and you have to get in a drawing. It's super hard to get into. You have to win a grand championship in a KCBS event the previous year. And Kevlar Barbecue, Kevin and Matt, they did it. They made it to the Jack, and it was epic. So I want to give them a big shout out. They are officially the 10th best team in the world. It's official. They actually have a title. 10th best team in the world. They won 10th overall out of 70 teams at the Jack, which is a huge, huge deal. I mean, they're cooking up against guys like Myron Mixon, Tuffy Stone, all these big names that you see on TV and everything else that have literally made careers out of barbecue. That is who these guys are cooking out against, and they did fantastic. They had a second place call in chicken, second best chicken in the world. The only person that beat them had a perfect 180 score. That's how good their chicken was. So, again, huge shout out to those guys. They're awesome. I'm hoping that Matt next week will bring the trophy for second place chicken. They get a like the top of a whiskey barrel that's all like engraved, and it looked badass. So Matt's going to talk about his experience next week, and we're also going to talk about how to build an AR next week. We're going to show you every part that you need to build one, and exactly what me and Matt are actually building, and that's why one of the reasons he's coming on next week. So, but again, huge shout out to Kevlar Barbecue, second place chicken and 10th place overall at the Jack. Those dudes are killing it. Unbelievable. Absolutely awesome. So, man, are comments working? Because I'm not getting comments, and usually you guys are commenting. So, I don't trust Facebook anymore. Eric said, sweet, making me hungry. So I don't know if Kevin's on here or Matt. I haven't seen either one of them, but absolutely amazing. So it was hilarious. I was actually watching the awards live on Facebook, on another barbecue page on Facebook, and I was at a bar with my family, and I had a earbud in, and I'm sitting there watching the awards, and they get the chicken call, and I literally screamed in the middle of the bar like I was at the freaking event. It was hilarious. It was so cool. It was awesome to watch. Paul, what's going on? What's up, Jack? Josh is doing double duty, work and listening. Commenting to test. Well, I read it and I saw it, so they're working. Sweet. All right, so let's get into some gun news here. There's a couple things that were going on this week that I found that stood out to me. So we're going to go over a couple of those things. And the first one is the Knob Creek night shoot happened over the weekend. And if you don't know what the Knob Creek night shoot is, I'm going to bring up a picture. Bam! Let me move this over here where it's out of my face. This is the Knob Creek machine gun shoot. So this has been going on for over 50 years. This is at the Knob Creek Gun Range in West Point, Kentucky. It took place over the weekend, and it's been going on for over 50 years, so it's not really like news. But what's news about it is, unfortunately, this year was the last year for this. It is just this amazing, epic display of America. And unfortunately, this was the last year. So the owners said that it's too much work, it's too expensive to put on, they have to put an end to it. And it sounds like they're trying to get out of the gun range business because the range is actually up for sale. It's still open, but it is up for sale currently. So the place was opened in 1964, a little history about it. Biff Sumner actually used to invite his friends over for machine gun picnics, he called them. So they literally had a picnic and shot machine guns. That sounds pretty freaking awesome. They grew larger, and everybody wanted to have more machine guns and more shooting. And it was the biggest machine gun shoots in the world, his machine gun picnics. And then in 1980, his son took over and was in charge of the event and the range. So, I'm trying to find how many people were there. There was like 20,000 people at this event. Something just incredible. Just so many freaking people, and they're shoulder to shoulder shooting these machine guns. tracer rounds, there was fireworks, they were shooting at barrels of diesel fuel with dynamite on them and stuff. just freaking epic, an epic display. So here is the, this is from guns.com, I believe it was, or gunnews.com. He was there and did video of this, and it was just fantastic. So check out this video real quick.
All right, Saturday night at Knob Creek, we're gonna go inside for the final ever Knob Creek night shoot. It's gonna be out of this world. We got front row tickets. We're gonna have to push through a lot of people. There's so many people here, and we're gonna get right up on the front row, and we're gonna bring you guys the last ever night shoot at Knob Creek Range ever. Let's go. Going into it. Try and squeeze to the front. Look at all these people, man. It's crazy. There's got to be probably at least 25,000 people here. Coming through. Let's go, Todd. This is going to be epic. It's going to be epic, man.
All right, everyone, let's get your weapons up to the firing line. Your weapons up to the firing line.
This is Steven. He helped us hook this up. He's the man. This guy. I love this guy. Thank you, Steven.
Ben, welcome. Glad you
It's
can
going to be
make
sweet.
it.
It's going to be the best.
All right, let's see something.
All right, baby. Let's do it. It's right on the front line. There's thousands of people watching. We're right on the front line, though. This is going to be epic.
Your eyes and ears on. Firing line security will be ready on the left. Firing line security will be ready on the right. This range is high.
Ben, it's a sad time, but the machine gun shoot's over. You just witnessed the last round, which was spectacular, by the way. And we'll just see what the world brings.
So that's it. End of an era. The final Knob Creek machine gun shoot after 50 plus years of happening.
So that was the Knob Creek machine gun shoot. I don't know about you guys, but my heart stops the whole time I watch that. Like I just want to be there, just standing in between everybody shooting. Just like heavenly sounds would be coming down with explosions in the back. It brings a tear to my eye. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's sad that is the last year. I do have a feeling, with how popular it is and how big it is, that you'll see it again. I really do. I really think you'll see it again. I think the family will end up selling the range, and somebody's going to continue it. So I really hope so, because holy hell is that epic. I actually was just reading it while I was watching the video there. So they blew up, over the whole weekend, they blew up cars, boats, school buses, appliances. There's half sticks of dynamite that explode when impacted. Barrels of diesel fuel, fireworks display, everybody shooting tracer rounds. If you wanted to get into it, obviously before this was the last year, there was a minimum of about a 12-year waiting list to be able to get to the firing line. Usually the only time a spot opens up is when somebody actually passed away. And when they passed away, because they had a spot on the firing line, they actually fired their ashes from a cannon out onto the firing line before the event started. So just such a cool event, super cool event. It's too bad that it has ended. So, but I figured we'd talk about it for a minute here, because that video is just epic. I mean, that is just unbelievable. I really want to be there. Some other gun news today that we'll talk about is Smith & Wesson. If you didn't see last week, Smith & Wesson announced that they are moving their headquarters out of Massachusetts. They're relocating their historic headquarters to a more pro-gun climate, is what Smith & Wesson said. It was announced Thursday. It's going to see Smith & Wesson's headquarters and significant elements of its operation, including 750 jobs, moved from Springfield, Massachusetts to Maryville, Tennessee by the year 2023. The famed American gunmaker has been based in Springfield since 1852. Company officials literally just said it's time for a change. It's been an emotional decision for us, but after an exhaustive and thorough analysis for the continued health and strength of our iconic company, we feel that we have been left with no other alternatives. That was Mark Smith, the company's president and chief executive officer. Smith pointed to legislation recently proposed in Massachusetts that, if enacted, would bar the company from making certain popular firearms in the state. Just because those guns weren't legal in the state, they weren't allowed to produce them in the state, is pretty much what Massachusetts said. So in turn, Smith & Wesson gave them a big fuck you, and they were like, yeah, we're out of here. They're moving the whole operation. So 750 jobs. There's 1,700 employees. So obviously a lot of those employees have been invited to go with them. There's a list of other companies that have done the same. So this is what happens in liberal-run states. They literally would rather chase business away than just do the right thing and let businesses operate how businesses need to operate. But because Smith & Wesson makes guns and Massachusetts doesn't like guns, they said, you know what, you won't be able to make certain models of your gun because you make them in our state. And they think that the manufacturer is going to put up with that bullshit. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Josh said, I hope to see more companies start doing this, not just guns and ammo companies, but everyone. That is what will entice change. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll entice change. I think the Democrats are so stupid that they don't even care if these companies leave. They don't even understand what this job impact is. Let me find the list here. So Smith & Wesson had 1,700 employees employed in Springfield, Massachusetts, that'll all be leaving. Let me find it here. I know it's on here. Hold on one second. Company's plastic injection molding facility in nearby, but no less gun restrictive Deep River, Connecticut. Come on, where is it? I know I had it on here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so going beyond that, Smith & Wesson likely saw the writing on the wall and has been steadily pushing distribution to state-of-the-art facilities in Missouri already. Troy Industries, who like Smith & Wesson, long called Springfield home, announced a move to Tennessee earlier this year as well. Going beyond that, Kimber and Checkmate have been moving from New York to facilities in Alabama and Georgia, respectively, while Car Arms made a similar transition to Pennsylvania in 2014. When Colorado adopted a magazine capacity limit in 2013, Magpul pulled out. They kept their promise to leave the state, moving the next year to facilities in Wyoming and Texas. More recently, Weatherby, a rifle maker that called California home for generations, relocated to Wyoming. Finally, although they call Illinois home, for over 40 years, LMT, formerly known as Lewis Machine and Tool, pulled pulled stumps in 2019 and opened a new factory just across the state line in Pro 2A, Iowa. So they left Illinois, went to Iowa. So this is happening all over the place. Winchester is an ammo manufacturer, headquarters in the land of Lincoln, but for the past several years has concentrated production in Mississippi, constitutional carry, with industrial-friendly practices. This follows a pattern of firearms and ammunition manufacturers that are migrating to states that respect the contributions of the firearms industry and respect the Second Amendment rights of those who purchase their products. That was the NSSF Senior Vice President. Decision to expand production by any firearms manufacturer of the strong and vibrant marketing of lawful gun ownership. Firearm sales have been at record levels for more than 18 months, and this investment in the future shows that the leading firearms manufacturers see a market with continued room for growth. So pretty much, we're still going to have the firearms industry. These states think that they're going to be able to bully firearms industry and be able to just say, oh, well, in our state, we only want this kind of production. We don't want this kind of production because, that firearms are bad. We can't have that kind of production. It's just ridiculous. So you lost 1,700 jobs because the state decided that they don't like a certain kind of gun that they're going to ban in the state. So it boils down to liberal-run states and the fact that they would rather bankrupt their state than just take the revenue from companies like Smith & Wesson and Winchester and all these companies that have had to leave these states because of the restrictions and the regulations. It's just stupid. Earl said, I agree with you. Hi, Mom. Eric said Smith & Wesson's new 9mm 2.0 shield looks sweet. Smith & Wesson is absolutely killing it with guns right now. I had a CPL class over the weekend. We had a bunch of people in that class with Smith & Wesson, some of the new Shield EZs, and they are fantastic. They are fantastic guns, and they're just killing it right now. It's absolutely crazy what Smith & Wesson has been able to do with the industry during the pandemic and stuff. It's unbelievable. They're absolutely killing it. So, all they're going to do is continue to grow. So 1,700 jobs would have turned into 2,000 jobs next year. And, those jobs go to Tennessee instead of Massachusetts. So I love it. Big F you to Massachusetts on Smith & Wesson ground and didn't modify their business plan. They just dropped ship and left. So, which is fantastic. Eric said he loves his 2.0. I have one as well that I use as a rental gun in class, and man, that thing, we were just looking at it actually. I should have brought that gun today to show you guys. But it's a ported barrel model, and it is absolutely disgusting. I would say that gun has every bit of 10,000 rounds through it, and I have never once cleaned that gun. Not even kidding. I'm not exaggerating at all. I pulled it out of the box, shot it for the video or for the article that I was writing, as I do with every gun that I test. I pull them out of the box and fire them. I take them apart, look at them, make sure everything's good, and then I shoot them. I don't clean them. I don't do anything else to them, and I do that on purpose to see how they run in the worst condition that they can be in, pretty much. Because right out of the box, they got factory grease, they're nasty, whatever. That, I don't think I've ever cleaned that Smith & Wesson. I wrote an article on it. I liked it. I bought it as a rental gun for my CPL classes. It gets rented out to at least 2 people every single class, which is 100 rounds going through it every class. And I've had it for a few years. I probably has 8,000 to 10,000 rounds through it, and I've never cleaned it. It's a damn good gun. It really is. Derek said my first pistol was a Smith & Wesson SD9 VE. I like it. I've never owned one. Actually, I did own one of those. I bought it from a friend to sell to another friend, really. But yeah, they're good guns. Good budget gun for that one too. Paul said updating from Shield PC 9mm to Shield PC Plus 9mm. Nice. That's what that is? The optic ready is the plus. I can't keep up with everything. Earl has an XD 2.0 subcompact. Love it. It was my EDC for a while. Nice. Hello, Moe. Come on, stop it. Josh said, I'm not shocked that you haven't cleaned it. We were just talking about this in the locker room. Yeah, it's not really a big surprise. You're right, Josh. I just don't clean guns. I do clean guns, but I don't really clean guns that often. I hate cleaning guns. To me, the gun should run. It's a tool, and it should run dirty. I wipe them down. It's not like I don't clean them at all. I take them apart. I'll wipe them down, clean them up a little bit. But for the most part, the only gun that ever really gets cleaned is like the guns that I carry, and that's like every 6 months. I go through and maybe clean one or two of those. That's it. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of cleaning guns. Might try the Smith & Wesson next, since everyone is so in love with them now. Yeah, Earl, they're good. They're good guns. I don't like I said, I own one. I don't carry it. It would be a fine carry gun. It's just not the gun that I carry. I know I got my 938. I got my 509 mid-size. I got my Glock 43X now. I got Glock 19. I got a lot of guns that I carry. So the Smith & Wesson just isn't. It's like an in-between gun for sizing and everything else. So it's kind of one of those like, yeah, whatever. Not a big deal for me. But they're fantastic guns. Josh, no, our jerseys are not in yet. They should be by Friday, I believe, or shipping by Friday. Plus is 10 plus 1 and 13 plus 1 extended mags. Nice. Sweet. Let's give something away. I have a ton of giveaways today. I literally have everything from last week because I didn't do the show last week, and I brought it all today. So we have a lot of giveaways. We have a bunch of stuff from freedomfatigues.com. We have a bunch of stuff from notjustguns.com, which, by the way, I'll mention it right now. Notjustguns.com. There's some of you guys are probably from that page right now because this is being broadcast over to notjustguns.com, which is awesome. If you are on any of those pages right now, you're hearing me, so go click on the link. You have to watch the video on the Pew Pew Nation page or I will not see your comments for the giveaways. So we're going to give some away right now, and you will not be included in that giveaway, unfortunately, if I can't see your comments. So you have to go over to my page, the Pew Pew Nation page. Click on the link right now if you're watching it on one of the other pages that have shared this. Click on that link and head over to the Pew Pew Nation page right now so that we can give something away. Let's do something here. Let's do a Not Just Guns giveaway right off the bat. Why not? NotJustGuns.com. They have a auction going on right now as we speak. It is a fantastic auction. It is an amazing opportunity to get guns, ammo, accessories, apparel, Orca tumblers like this one here. Right there, I'm 1776% sure. No one will be taking my guns, notjustguns.com. And I thought that this logo was fitting today because it's episode 76. So let's give some 76 apparel away, right? Or 76 stuff away. So there you go. I'm 76% sure. This is a 27-ounce red Orca tumbler. These things are fantastic. So we're going to give it away. just a second here. Eric has the blue one. Well, now you can have the red one if you win it. Catch up on some comments real quick. Derek said, I'm always working. I'm normally working with the show is on first time, be able to try and win something. Heck yeah, there you go, Derek. Well, hopefully, good luck. Hopefully you win something. All right. Are you guys ready? So if you're new to Pew Pew Nation, let me pick a number here. Pick a number. This is for the Orca. If you're new to Pew Pew Nation, the way we do our giveaways is we lost the sound. Somebody said that. Turn this real quick. There we go. That's better. Can you guys hear us? Hear me? Whoever? The voices in my head, can you hear those? Alright, it's back. Cool. Alright, what was I saying? Oh, to the giveaways, the way we do our giveaways is you guys will guess a number, 1 through 100, and when you see start, you'll start guessing that. Throw like a exclamation point, something after that number or before that number so that it beats Facebook's algorithms, where Facebook tells us that they won't show me your comments because they think you're spamming us. So, if you guess the number 7, do 7 exclamation point or 7A or something like that. So when you see start, you're going to start guessing 1 through 100. And I'm going to watch on the screen and on my phone. So start guessing. Michelle Toy, hey there. I didn't know you were on here. Michelle, I still have your other one that you won 2 weeks ago or whatever. It's in the garage. Keep guessing. 1 through 100. Keep guessing. Alright. Comments are way faster on the computer than they are on my phone, so that's fun today. Keep guessing, guys. 1 through 100. This is again for the Orca Cooler. I'm 1776% sure no one will be taking my guns, notjustguns.com. Like $30 tumblers, so pretty nice stuff. That's what we do here. That's how we roll. Getting some close ones. Need my music. Keep guessing, guys. Come on. Oh, stop guessing. We have a winner. Everybody stop guessing. Did it type stop? It's supposed to say stop. There it goes. It did say stop. All right, stop guessing. We have a winner. All right, let's let this catch up here. Stop guessing, everybody. Stop guessing. All right. And don't worry, we have a lot more stuff to give away. So this is just the first thing. We still have at least 3 things here, maybe 4 or 5. I don't know yet. But the winner of the first one, first giveaway today, I'm 1776% sure no one will be taking my guns, notjustguns.com. Awesome Orca cooler, or Orca tumbler, 27 ounce from notjustguns.com. Make sure you guys go over to notjustguns.com. Stuff is Josh Krakowski. Josh, congratulations. You got yourself the Orca. So I can bring that to you tomorrow, because I'll actually see Josh tomorrow. So congrats, Josh. All right. See, I love the love everybody gives. I love it. All right, we got plenty of other stuff still today too, guys. We got another 1776 nice steel ammo can from notjustguns.com. Laser etched with the same. I'm 1776% sure no one will be taking my guns. So awesome stuff from notjustguns.com. And then we also have a bunch of cool Freedom Fatigue stuff. It's getting cold out. So beanies, we got some the oatmeal colored Not Just Guns beanie with the Betsy Ross, 1776. See what I'm doing there? And then the We the People thermal. So this one is a specific size. So unfortunately it is a 2X. That's what I was given and told to give away today. So if you're not a 2X, I'm sorry. Try to shrink it. You might be able to. Or give it to somebody as a gift. That is 2X. So I'll tell you, I wear a 2X in these thermals. So if you're my size, you should be fine. Or if you just want something super comfortable and loose, that would be fine too. So those giveaways are coming up as well. Let's do one right now. You guys want one right now, or do you want me to go into talking about me? Dick 1776% sure. Josh said the beanies are great, so is the thermal. They really are. I love those things. Shane hasn't been on here for a while. Hope all is well with the Pew Pew Nation. All is excellent with us. All is excellent. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I have on there as the itinerary there my job. And we're going to talk about how I got to where I am and what I do exactly, because there's a lot of new people on here that don't know. So we are going to talk about all that, but we're going to give something away first. We're going to give this. Let's give the thermal away first. Let's do it. So the We the People thermal from notjustguns.com. I'm not opening it up because this one is the one that's getting shipped, and it's going to get shipped just like this. So American made, veteran owned, 100% American made. So there is not very many apparel companies out there, guys, anymore that can say they are 100% American made, veteran owned. I'll just call them out. Grunt Style, they're full of shit. They're not 100% American made anymore. They're actually not American made at all. And the board of directors pushed the only veteran that was left that owned the company out of the company. So Chinese made bullshit. Don't buy it. Most of the 9-line stuff, same thing. I'm telling you, freedomfatigues.com is where it's at. You can get my apparel as well, which is a sister company of Freedom Fatigues at pewpewnationusa.com or at freedomfatigues.com. So make sure you guys check that out. When you see start, you're going to start guessing 1 through 100 for the thermal. Let's see who wins the thermal. Start guessing, guys. 1 through 100. Brian, what's going on, man? I haven't seen Brian on here in a while. Guys, 1 through 100. Keep guessing. 1 through 100, guys. These damn guesses are coming through super slow. I know you guys are guessing faster than this. Keep guessing, guys. Come on, 1 through 100. Paul, you can re-gift it, man. Keep guessing, keep guessing, keep guessing. Oh, some people are getting so close too. I'm going to exit out of that and go back in real quick. I'm still watching on the screen, but sometimes I have to reboot my Facebook because it does the same crap that your guys' does. There, see? Now it's moving. Now I'm getting everybody's guesses for sure. They're coming through faster anyway. It was such lag. Now it's matched up with the computer at least. Come on. Holy cow. Come on, guys. Let's knock it down. 1 through 50. We'll go 1 through 50. We'll do a Chris here. Knock it down. Holy cow. Come on. Come on. Come on now. Oh, stop guessing. We finally have a winner. Stop guessing. All right. Everybody stop guessing. Did the stop go up? I said stop. But I don't know if it picked it up. I don't think Facebook even put my stop up. But stop guessing. Let's do it again. Stop. All right, I put it up that time. It didn't even show it on my screen. That's hilarious. All right. So for the thermal from freedomfatigues.com, 2X thermal. The winner is Dick Ensley. Dick, congratulations. You got yourself the thermal, so keep you nice and warm. Oh my gosh, this thing is just, my phone, I'm about to just turn my phone off. Forget about it. Because I can see it on here, but I can't see it on my phone, and it's super annoying. Well, congratulations, Dick. Way to go. You got yourself the thermal, and we got a bunch more giveaways still, so don't go anywhere, guys. But we are going to talk about my job. Hi, Dad. Dick said the contest was rigged. I never win shit. Yeah, he's right. Dick, I was just kidding. April Fools in October. The winner is somebody else. No, I'm just kidding. No, you won, Dick. Good job. Congratulations. So anyway, so my job. I want to talk about my job because I've been getting a lot of questions about like what I do, how I do it, how I got into it. And I know we've talked about it on here before, but there's a lot of new people that ask the questions that want to know what I do and how I got into this and how this even works. So, my job is is not easy to describe. So it was kind of funny. I just got an email, and I added influencer on my title in my emails because I do hate the word influencer. I hate that title, but unfortunately that is that is where we are now. That's what we do. So, and I influence people to purchase products. Companies can hire me to talk about their products, do reviews on their products, to show their products on the podcast, things like that. And my reviews and what I do influences people to purchase that product or not purchase that product. So, influencer is a title that is part of my job now that I never thought it would be. And unfortunately, I don't like that title, but it is what it is. I don't want to influence people to not buy a product. I love telling people about good products. Like Freedom Fatigue stuff is good product. I tell people about it. I've worked with other apparel companies that they had good stuff, but it wasn't American made, and there was things there that weren't the same. So I influence people. But my main part of my job is I am a photographer and a writer in the outdoor industry. So a lot of people, when I tell them that title, they're like, well, what the hell does that mean? Well, I write articles, gun reviews, and articles on product, and articles on carrying a firearm, the lifestyle behind it, things like that, in about 20 different outdoor publications between Athlon Outdoors, Springfield Armory directly. I write with them, the Armory Life's new magazine, just a whole bunch of different stuff. Some of the NRA publications. I do some online publications. I do a lot. I do a lot of stuff. And what that entails is a really weird schedule that I never stop working, which sucks. But I love it all at the same time. So it's hard to, like I said, it's hard to explain what I do. I also do marketing in the firearms industry. I do marketing for Continuous Precision, a custom Glock gun shop out in Michigan, Milford, Michigan, and I also do marketing for I Help Not Just Guns with some of their marketing as well now. So I've kind of like morphed into like a multifaceted marketing firm / writer / whatever else you want to call me. So it's kind of crazy. It really is. It's a crazy job. I never thought in my life that I would ever be in this position. to be able to call myself a professional writer, I still have trouble doing it after 4 years or whatever it's been of doing this. And that's because I'm not a writer. Like, I really am not. And I think that's why I've been successful at doing it. I talked to a friend this morning who does woodwork, actually. And he read my articles. He knows me, knows my story, what I've done, and how I've gotten here and everything else. And he was asking me, I've motivated him to start writing about woodworking. There's woodworking magazines. There's magazines for everything. So there's woodworking magazines, and he actually messaged me this morning and was like, hey, I'm writing my first article. Any advice? And I kind of like sat back for a second. I started thinking about it. I'm like, what advice would I give somebody? I'm not really a writer. So my advice to him was just the way that I write my articles and the way that I present all of my content like that is I just do it as myself. And I think that's what's made me have the success that I've had in this industry is being myself and not trying to be somebody I'm not. I get people all the time that think that I was military. I was not military. I did not serve in the military. I would never claim to have. And I get it all the time. And easily I could say, yeah, I was military to try to get some, perks and some, incentive in the industry and stuff like that. But I wasn't. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm just going to be myself. That's all I can be. That's all I can do. And, to me, I think it's important to, like, the way that I do things is to be excited for stuff still. Yeah, I get to do really cool stuff. I get to play with really cool guns. I get to shoot all kinds of new stuff. Next week I'm going to show you guys, hopefully, my new hunting rifle and just the work that's been done to it. And it's been done to it because companies want to do work for me to highlight their company. And it blows my mind that, like, there's value in doing a project with me. And it's crazy to me still. And it's very humbling, honestly. Let me catch up on some comments here. Michelle asked about Recoil. No, I do not write for Recoil. I absolutely hate Recoil magazine. I refuse to ever write for them. Recoil is they're a big magazine, but I'm not a big fan of them. That's what I'll leave it at. Jack said multi-talented. Paul said been reading your write-ups long before I ended up here. Always appreciated them. I appreciate you, Paul, for reading those reviews and articles, and any support from any of you guys that have ever read my articles, that have asked questions. It's crazy because a big part of my job now has become answering questions for, I hate even calling it fans. My fans? I don't have fans. I'm not famous. I shouldn't have fans, right? My supporters. Let's say that. Answering your guys' questions. Like, you guys, I get messages from a lot of you all the time. Like, hey, I'm looking at this gun. Is it a good gun? Have you ever tested it? What do you think? I need a holster. I need ammo. I need this. I need that. What is your opinion on this? I get people all the time that email me randomly or find my Facebook and Instagram and stuff that read one of my articles that, hey, I read your article and I really liked the way that you presented it or something like that. And that's what I've tried to kind of pride myself on in this whole industry since day one. Is like the first article I ever wrote was about the hidden truths of concealed carry, pretty much. So the other stuff that you don't think about when you start carrying a gun, especially for the first month of carrying a gun, like the emotions that go into it and stuff like that. I wrote that first article and I showed it to 15 people because I was just beating myself up. I'm not a writer. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I wrote this article. It took me like a month to write the stupid article. And I'm just beating myself up over it. And I wanted all these people to read it and give me their input. Everybody was giving me their input, and I appreciated everybody's input. But what was happening was, and what I realized was that everybody's input, it was like everybody had an opinion. And like everybody says, you all know the saying, opinions are like assholes. We all got them. And that's fine that everybody had their opinion, but the problem was that what I started doing was changing my article into somebody else's opinion. And I was like, this isn't what this is about. This is me writing about something that I know something about, and that I'm going to present the way that Andy Grossman would present that to somebody. So I had to step back, and I finally just said, I appreciate everybody's input, and I pissed some people off because they were like, oh, you asked for help, and you didn't take my advice. I didn't take your advice, but I also took that first article and then in 4 years made a career out of it. So I didn't need to take those people's advice. It was great advice, and they probably write a lot better than I do, but that would have made it not my article. And that's what bothered me with it. And it needed to be my article. I was asked to write it. So, catch up on some comments here. When your heart and passion are in something, writing or telling a story about it just comes natural. It's true. There's one behind every blade of grass. I don't know what. Yamamoto. I don't know what I missed on those comments. Josh said he's not a fan of me, but I give away cool shit, so here I am. And now Josh does not get his orca. So this is back up for grabs. No, I'm just kidding. I love you too, Josh. Dick. See you, Brian. We'll see you. It'll be up on YouTube tonight, actually. So I appreciate you watching it over there. But that's what I realized was, like I said, early on I realized that I had to just be me. And like it or not, and like me or not, this is what you get. So I'm an idiot. That's what I am. I play with flamethrowers. I blow shit up. I shoot guns. I do stupid stuff. And that's what I do. And that's what I've realized has created the career that I have been building. And it hasn't been a super lucrative career. People are like, oh, you play with guns from manufacturers, you must make a ton of money. Like, no, I really don't. I have to hustle every penny that I get, because that is what I'm doing in order to get to the end goal, which is coming. And I know it's coming, and I see stuff happening that reassures me that that end goal is finally coming. And that was why I created Pew Pew Nation. I went through a whole bunch of different company names. I did. And I bounced through all kinds of stuff. If you've been with me since day one, you know I came up with a whole bunch of names. I've done a whole bunch of different company ideas, things like that. And I just like throwing shit on the wall, see what sticks. And Pew Pew Nation was actually an Instagram name, is what it was. I came up with the name Pew Pew Nation because people tag Pew Pew all the time on Instagram. So I was like, okay, well, if I have a name that has Pew Pew in it, more people are going to see it, after I did a whole bunch of research on how Instagram works and all that stuff. So I changed my name that was already on there to Pew Pew Nation. And my Instagram account started seeing a whole bunch more traffic, and I started growing that. And then I started thinking about it, and people kept asking me, like, well, what is Pew Pew Nation? What does that mean? And I had to think about it. And I was like, well, what the hell does Pew Pew Nation mean? And what I came up with was that I was doing this. It made me really start thinking down inside me of, like, what am I trying to do? Like, what am I trying to build? Am I trying to build a following for fame? Am I trying to get people to like me? Am I trying to influence people to purchase my products and purchase other companies' products that I want to work with? Or what is this about? And what I realized is what I really wanted to build was we'll call it a safe space. The liberals should love that. For every single firearms enthusiast, firearms owner, everybody, even people that don't know anything about guns that want to start learning about guns. I wanted to build a community that everybody would feel comfortable. Every single person would feel comfortable. There wouldn't be these I call them keyboard warriors that you see on these Facebook groups and forums and stuff all the time, where somebody asks a question or posts a picture of their target, and they got like a 8-inch grouping of their target at 15 yards or whatever. And people are like, oh, yeah, you should probably get to the range and keep practicing. Yeah, you should probably just not have a gun, blah, blah, blah. Or the guy that somebody posts their brand new Taurus G3C on a Facebook page because they're all excited about their first gun, and then everybody on the page starts belittling them and telling them how stupid they are for buying a Taurus and how they're pieces of shit and everything else. And that was what Pew Pew Nation was. It was a group that I wanted to create for every single person to feel comfortable with guns. The reason I even got into guns in the first place was because I felt uncomfortable from a gun shop. And that was it. A gun shop pissed me off. I wanted to buy my first gun. I didn't grow up with guns. I didn't know anything about guns. I needed a gun out of necessity. I got robbed at gunpoint, and I wasn't going to have it happen again without a gun in my hands, or at least some way to protect myself. So I started looking into CPLs and guns and pistols and everything else, and asking friends to take me shooting and stuff like that. And that's how it all happened. So I started to really enjoy shooting and everything. And I went to a gun shop and I wanted to buy my first pistol. And the owner of the gun shop was in there, and he looked me dead in the eyes and he said, "You don't want that car PM9 that I went in there to buy because it's just junk. It's a piece of shit. You don't want it. They break. They're going to blow up in your hand. It's not going to work. You want this Glock." And I'm like, well, at the time, I did a lot of research, and the PM9 won Gun of the Year at SHOT Show like 3 years in a row. And I'm like, I mean, it has amazing reviews. I couldn't find negative reviews on it. And, yeah, that's the gun I want. So he pissed me off. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'll get my own FFL. I'll go out and I'll sell guns to everybody that wants a gun, and I'll sell exactly what they want. If somebody comes into my gun shop asking for a high point, I'm going to sell them a high point. I don't care what it is. If that person wants that gun, it might be the right gun for them. I'll try to steer people in a different direction if it isn't going to work for them. But other than that, as far as I'm concerned, no guns are complete junk, unless if they are complete junk. But every gun manufacturer makes something that somebody wants somewhere for some reason or another. So that was what my whole goal was with all this stuff, was just to have that space for everybody to have a place to be able to feel comfortable. And hopefully some people on here watching have, maybe gone and purchased a gun for the first time. Maybe went and carried a gun for the first time, got their CPL, went hunting for the first time, did something, bought a different kind of gun for the first time because they watched Pew Pew Nation and they've looked at my posts, they've read my articles on a gun, any of that stuff. And if that happened and I've impacted even one person, to me, it's worth everything that I'm doing to make a difference. And I think that's what I have been doing, and hopefully that's what I've been doing. And hopefully you guys think that's what I've been doing. Is I try to make a difference. I do. And by doing that, yeah, I've lost a lot of friends. I've lost a lot of acquaintances. I've lost business because of what I do and what I stand for. But the way I look at it is, if you don't stand for something, then you might as well not stand at all, because it doesn't make sense to just conform. It's my new shirt, Do Not Comply. It's the perfect shirt for me, because I piss a lot of people off when I wear it. I piss a lot of people off when I wear an offensive shirt. But the fact is that for every person that I piss off, I've found that I gain 5 more followers. So I don't care. I don't need to be popular. I don't need to have a popular opinion. like I said, I've lost a lot of friends. I've lost a lot of business with my other photography stuff. I used to I'm not going to put guns on my personal profile because my customers that want family pictures might see those guns and not hire me. I don't give a shit anymore. You guys go look at my profile picture. It's literally me with an American flag burned onto my chest. It was legitimately burned. It's not photoshopped onto my chest. That was not technically burned, but it was a spray tan American flag. I went through the hassle to make sure that I had a spray tan done with American flag stripes and stars on my chest. I had my AR pistol that I built myself in my hands, the P51 build, and I photoshopped this badass background blowing up behind me. That's my profile picture. So I go on these things, I get tagged in them all the time. Detailed Images Photography is my photography company. And, people are like, oh, use Detailed Images Photography. They're fantastic. And I've literally had people, potential customers, that were like, oh, I was going to hire you because your photos are fantastic, but that picture is just repulsive of the gun in your profile picture on your personal page. And I'm like, all right, I didn't want to work for you anyway. I don't want that customer because that's the dumb bitch that's going to sit there and pick everything apart and try to tell me how to do my job when she hired a professional photographer. I guarantee they're a pain in the ass to work with if that's how they feel. So I don't care. I don't care if I lose business because of it, because trust me, it's not the business that I want. It isn't. So I don't need to kiss people's ass. I don't need to be something I'm not. And that is why I've created the job that I've created. So I got tired of working for other people. I'll just create my own shit. Let's catch up here. Josh said, you do a great job, man. Always continue to grow. Eric said, I'm living life to the fullest. And I really am. I work my ass off. I really do. People think that I just party and, I'm always shooting guns and everything else. But the fact of the matter is that it's very rare for me to go to a range anymore and it not be work. And that actually sucks because I like shooting and I enjoy shooting. And I don't get to go shooting very often where I'm not actually working, which stinks because I don't want to work all the time and I want to enjoy my hobby still. But then I do a CPL class on Sunday, and I taught 10 people how to shoot and how to carry a gun successfully, and they had a blast. They loved my class. They all friend request me afterwards. They're all asking questions, and I know there's engagement. It's just fantastic. So that's why I do it. So I might not be able to go shoot and have the time of my life anymore, but I can ride quads and blow shit up and still have some fun even though I'm working doing it. So I got you, Paul. So Paul said General Yamamoto, jeez, I can't talk, said the Japanese should never attack mainland USA. There's a gun behind every blade of grass. Now I see what you guys are saying. I was lost there. I missed the first comment, I think. Josh said, you have nailed the safe space for guns. You're the reason I got my CPL back. I can't thank you enough. For those that don't know, I let my CPL lapse because I just lost track and was too embarrassed to admit it and ask what I had to do to get it back and renewed. Well, I appreciate that, Josh. I'm glad I could help because that, honestly, I've even done I've done CPL classes for free for people's wives and widows. I've had some friends that had a friend who passed away and their wife didn't have her CPL, and it's I'll do those classes for free because it's not I don't make a lot of money at a CPL class. I make enough to pay for my time usually and I provide a whole bunch of stuff that costs money to do. The range costs money, food costs money, drinks cost money, all that stuff. But I want to see more people safe in this country. Call me crazy, but safety is not achieved by disarming people. It's achieved by arming people. Giving people the chance to be able to fight is what makes me keep moving every day. Literally, that's what gets me out of bed. The fact that like I can go help people, like even at like Continuous Precision. I'm one of their gunsmiths. I build guns. I never thought in my life I'd be building guns. I build a lot of the guns that leave that shop. And it's just super cool to me when I see this stuff going to, we do a lot of work with police departments. There's over probably 500 officers in the country right now that are carrying guns that I built. And I think that's amazing. And we have a policy with with Continuous Precision, that we've had officer-involved shootings. And if they're running one of our triggers in their guns, their gun gets locked up in evidence for 6, 8 months, 12 months sometimes, whatever it is. Well, they need another gun that is, that's built, that they feel comfortable with. We replace their trigger for free. We'll send them another trigger. Law enforcement, take care of you. Yeah, take it. Let's do it. And that's the stuff that I love. I love that I can do that with other companies, with my company. It's just fantastic. Derek said, I've recently got into guns a few years ago and started reloading ammo and came across your podcast, which I enjoyed watching, always trying to learn something new. That is awesome, Derek. And I'm glad that that you found us. I am. I'm glad that you found us and that you were able to learn something from us. And that's a big thing that I preach all the time too, is that like people are like, oh, you work with guns all the time. You know everything. I don't know everything. I don't know a lot about guns. Trust me. Like, I was a pistol guy that kind of got bored with pistols almost, and I was like, I need to do something different. So I got into ARs. So I started learning all I could about ARs. And that evolved into like, okay, now I want to build an AR. So I built an AR. Now I've built 2 ARs, and I'm about to build a third one for a friend. So it's kind of evolved into more than that, but at the same time, like, I don't know everything. I want to learn constantly. I learn from you guys. I learn from people in my classes. I learn from you guys. Situations. I hear about new guns that somebody might have bought or somebody played with or whatever it is, and I learn. I'm constantly learning, taking classes, learning new things. I just recently started shooting shotguns. I didn't shoot a lot of shotguns ever in my life. I was pistols. I went to ARs, started shooting some shotguns, started really liking shotguns, really enjoying shooting skeet and stuff like that. And then I was like, you know what? I don't know anything about the AK platform. I need an AK. So I bought an AK so that I could take it apart, take it apart, learn about it, things like that. Constantly have to be learning. You have to constantly be learning. And the second that you forget or that you think in your head that you know everything because you do it every day is when you are going to fail. That's it. That's all there is. You're going to fail. Josh said this damn podcast made me build an AR, and I assembled it myself while watching the podcast. One of the coolest things I've done in my life. That's fantastic that you built the gun while you watched the podcast. I actually am thinking about, so Matt Brennan is going to be on here next week. We're going to talk about his AR build that we're going to build together. And I'm honestly considering building his AR while I'm on the air next week with you guys. I might do it. We'll see. It's going to be hard because there's a lot of banging and, I need to have like a bench and stuff like that. So it's a little tough to do, but we'll see. Or I'll just show you all the parts and maybe go through that because it's not often that you get to see every part out of the gun. So that might be cool too. But either way, we're going to somewhat build an AR next week. So Derek said my next rifle I want to try and build. Do it. Telling you, it's not that hard, man. If you're building an AR platform rifle, it's not that freaking hard. It's actually pretty sweet. I enjoy doing it. Zach said that would be cool to build the gun next week. James said you should come take the Sons of Liberty AR course at Gerbrand in November. There's another one in November. Good to know. I actually may take you up on that, James. I've actually been wanting to take an AR Armor's course just because I've built a few, but like I said, I don't know everything. I literally built my first one watching a YouTube video. That's how I did it. So, Gerbrand Defense has Sons of Liberty coming in. They've had another one of those classes. Unfortunately, I had a CPL class the weekend that one was, so I'll check it out. What's the date, James, in November? Do you have a date set yet? Josh said make his ass build it in the background and we can laugh when he's chasing springs. We've all had to chase those damn springs. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. I actually built my first AR at hunting camp. I was in the middle of the woods. It was like, I don't know, 10 o'clock at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night probably. And had a couple beers and I was like, I got all the parts up here. I'm going to build an AR. Why not? So I had like a little clamp on a raggedy old table that shook everywhere and stuff. And I got it done. Went out back at like 2 in the morning because I got it all put back together, and I was like, I got to put one round through it. So I just shot it into a tree. I had to try it. Josh said, Derek, just do it. It's awesome and insanely easy. It really is insanely easy how easy it is, how simple an AR is. The only thing easier to build than an AR is a Glock. Seriously, I built my first Glock. I built my 19 myself, and man, I put that thing. I could build a Glock in like 10 minutes, literally now, because I build them all the time too. But it's so easy. They're so ridiculous how easy they are. All right, anybody got questions about what I do? Anybody have any questions for me or about products or articles or anything like that? Josh said it's an amazing feeling when you put that first round through something you assembled from a pile of parts. Especially, it is an amazing feeling, Josh, especially because it goes from like, am I going to die right now, to bang, and you're like, I freaking did it! I built a gun! It is pretty cool. There's a whole lot of different emotions that go through your head right there because I've been there and I know. Armor's class is November 20th through 21st. I'll have to check my calendar and see if I can make that one. All right, does anybody have any questions for me, or do you want some giveaways? Comment which one you want. Questions or giveaways. Or just comment a question or type giveaway. I don't know. James said it's a sweet class. I drove to the west side of the state to take it on my own dime. I like it so much listening in when I was helping out with the first one. Giveaway. All right, that's what wins. All right, let's give it away. Let's do the Freedom Fatigues oatmeal covered beanie. So it's getting cold out. These are perfect. Again, 100% American made. FreedomFatigues.com. Make sure you guys go order some shit right now. Go over there right now. If you're on your computer, go on your phone to order. If you're on your phone, go on your computer while you're watching this and go order some stuff. FreedomFatigues.com. But somebody's about to win this beanie. So when you see start, you are going to start guessing 1 through 100. Start guessing right now. 1 through 100. And again, that's for the beanie from freedomfatigues.com. I love these things. They're super warm, super comfortable. Just fantastic. Stop guessing. That was a super, super fast one. Stop guessing, guys. We got a winner. make sure here. Yep, that is it. That was a fast one. Stop guessing, everybody. All right, and we got our first person saying congrats, so we've stopped guessing, and the winner is Derek Townsend. Derek, congratulations. Weren't we just talking about that you never get a chance to actually guess because you're not you're always watching but you can't comment or something? Weren't we talking about that earlier? Or was that with somebody else? I don't remember. But congratulations, Derek. You got yourself the Freedom Fatigues oatmeal colored beanie. These things are fantastic. You are going to love it. That's his first time winning. Sweet. Hell yeah. Wear that when you build your AR. Oh yeah, Derek's building the gun. Yeah, wear the Freedom Fatigues beanie. You got to go buy my new assault rifle shirt. That would be a perfect shirt to build an AR in. And I recommend the blue one for building an AR so you don't get grease all over your white shirt. And take pictures of yourself wearing that stuff. I'll reshare it. Freedom Fatigues will reshare it. It'd be perfect. Get it all over the place. So congratulations, Derek, on the beanie. And then we got one more giveaway still today too. But let's talk about a gun first. So this is Colton's gun. And speaking of Colton, so a bunch of you guys donated to Colton's fun run thing at school. He has till Friday to get donations, and unfortunately he slipped into second place. There's some chick in front of him that somehow has $70 more than Colton. So I promised him I would mention it on the podcast tonight. If you guys can donate any money, donate a couple bucks if you haven't yet. Let's try to get him in first place. His class is like $300 something out of first place in the school, so I don't think that's going to happen. But at least he could be first place overall in the school. They have till the 15th, which is Friday, to get their donations in. He is, I think, $65 or $70 out of first place. So let's get him another $100. We can do that. That's easy. So I just posted it there. Go to that link. Donate to Colton's fun run, and because of that today, I'm going to show you guys Colton's pistol. This is Colton's gun. Yes, Colton's 7, and yes, he owns 3 guns now. So technically, I own them, but they are his guns. So this is his Ruger SR22, and he wanted a pistol. And I was looking for a pistol that he would be able to manipulate. You guys can see that thing is clear. And I was looking all over the place to try to find the right pistol. I had a bunch of different models. Trying to find something that he could actually rack the slide himself, drop the slide himself, and do everything with this gun himself. So I found he can even load the magazines, because the magazine's super cool. It's kind of like the Smith & Wesson Easy, where it's got the little helper. So Colton, his little hands can actually help that thing down, pull that spring back, and be able to load his rounds. No problem at all. As well as the slide is super easy to manipulate on this thing. Which is really nice, and the gun's pretty cool. So this is the 4.5-inch barrel model, so you can see it sticks past, it's got an inch past the frame there, and they do make this in a 3.5-inch that's flush with the frame. It's a little smaller gun, but I liked the longer barrel for him just because it's a little less muzzle flip. Even it's 22, not much muzzle flip anyway, but I like some of the features on this thing. So you can actually take this grip off, and I think does it just pull? Yeah, it just pulls off. It's just hard to get. So you can actually take the grip off of this thing, and there's different grip modules that you can get. It comes with two. This is the smaller of the two, and I have the smaller one on there so that he can wrap his hand around it. So like for me, this grip is very, very small. But for a 7-year-old, that grip is perfect. Thing's got nice little serrations on the front, little press checks on there. Does have ambidextrous controls. It's got the ambi safety selector right there, as well as your mag release button on both sides. So it is fully ambidextrous there, which is cool. Adjustable rear sight for windage and elevation, so you can really tune this thing in if you want. Pretty cool. I don't even know what these magazines hold. Probably like 13 rounds. Let's see if I can find it real quick here. It's got 10 plus 1, so 11 round magazines. 11 round 10 round magazine. They're pretty cool guns. They really are. It comes with two mags, 2 finger grip extensions. So like the little plate on the bottom there, so you get that little pinky extension, which for Colton it really doesn't matter, but for a full-grown human like myself, my whole hand will get on there, and you get a real nice positive grip. Thing feels great. You can get threaded barrels for these things, run them suppressed, things like that, which I will be doing to this gun for him because hopefully he's in bed by now, but he's getting a suppressor for Christmas. So that's what we do. That's it. I don't care. He's got his own YouTube channel. We haven't done much on that. Colton's Caliber Corner. Go check it out. But he's going to start doing a lot more gun reviews and on a much larger scale here in the very near future. So super cool gun. This is the Ruger SR22. $559 MSRP on the 4.5-inch model. So it's $500. You know, you'll probably find this thing for $450 all over the place. I wouldn't doubt it if you could find one on notjustguns.com on their auction, possibly tonight. Check out their auction because you never know what's on there. But pretty cool gun. And again, want to make a liberal's head explode? Tell him it's your son's gun because it is. This literally is. This is Colton's gun. He also has a Ruger 1022, the American flag. It's actually the Vote model, so it's all American flagged out. And then his brand new bolt gun, which is the Rascal Savage, or Savage Rascal, sorry. Which that thing is badass. I can't wait to get him to the range with that thing. So, Derek asked, how's Ruger's warranty? My rifle is a Ruger, and it's maybe a year old and maybe 200 rounds through it. Has a little rust on the outside of the barrel. So, Ruger's warranty, I hate to say it, but unfortunately, there's probably not a manufacturer out there that's going to warranty rust on the barrel. It sucks that the barrel's rusting, but they're going to say that it's the consumer's fault for not oiling the barrel or taking care of it or storing it properly or something like that. So my suggestion for you, depending on the gun, would be you can easily just get the barrel recoated. I don't know where you live, Derek, but shops like Odin's Workshop in Kego Harbor, Michigan, shop I work with quite often, they actually are doing my suppressor right now. And a scope that I'm getting, and Cerakote lasts great on a barrel, no issues at all there. So you're not far, Derek. So yeah, I would recommend taking it to Odin's Workshop, see if they can refinish it for you, or see you might be able to just little elbow grease on there and oil it really well, and sometimes you get those rust spots to kind of disappear depending on how bad they are. So. Hopefully you can figure that one out, but I'm telling you, if you need a shop to take it to Odin's Workshop in Kego Harbor. Tell them that Andy from Pew Pew Nation sent you, and they'll take care of you for sure. So, does anybody else have any questions? should we give that giveaway? I'm going to think actually, you know what? I made up my mind. We're going to wait till next week. We'll give away one more thing. We're not going to give away this ammo can today. We're going to give away a magazine and stickers. So let me see what magazines I got here. We'll give away this one. This is the newest one. This is the brand new issue of Combat Handguns magazine with the new Mako from Kimber on there. Their new concealed carry little polymer guy that everybody is making right now. Polymer pistols. Let's see if I got any articles in here. I don't know if I have any in this one, actually. Doesn't look like it. I think I might have some photo jobs in here, but whatever. But we'll give away Combat Handguns magazine, and we'll give away a couple Freedom Fatigue stickers. We're going to save that ammo can for next week because we're not going to probably build that AR, but we're going to show, nose is itchy. We're going to show all the parts of that AR tomorrow, or next week, I'm sorry. And who knows? Maybe I'll put some parts and ammo in the ammo can and then give it away. Seems pretty good. Seems legit, doesn't it? So let's do that. So let's give away one last thing tonight, Combat Handguns magazine with the Freedom Fatigue stickers. Guess the number 1 through 30. It's going to be a quick one. 1 through 30. And start guessing when you see start. Start guessing. 1 through 30. Derek said, damn, I want that ammo can next week. I might be working. Dang it. Well, you're going to have to figure that out. We're going to give that ammo can away. I'm going to tell you this right now. It's going to be the first giveaway next week. So it's going to be early giveaway. So if you can get on there 7:20-ish, let's call it. It's going to be an early giveaway next week. So, and I'm telling you, there's going to be some goodies inside. So 1 through 30. That's what I said, right? 1 through 30? Yeah. Oh, stop guessing. Stop guessing. Everybody stop. Magazine. And the winner of the magazine, who lasted all the way to the end of the podcast today, and I thank all of you that are left watching tonight. I appreciate it. The winner is Earl Jackson. Congratulations, Earl. You got yourself the magazine, some Freedom Fatigue stickers. Heading to you in Texas, which I love it. So congratulations. But again, guys, make sure next week you guys watch. In the early part of the show, we're doing this ammo can with something inside it. And I'm going to find some cool shit to put inside it. We're going to put some stuff inside. It's going to be filling ammo can and a whole bunch of cool stuff. Again, guys, make sure that you go check out freedomfatigues.com. Go check out notjustguns.com. Tonight, the auction is going on right now as we speak. So when you get off of here, go to notjustguns.com. Go bid on some shit. While you're waiting to see if you win it, go to freedomfatigues.com. If you guys can, donate a couple bucks. The PayPal and the Venmo are below. But actually, if you're going to donate this week, I would rather you donate to Colton. Try to get him back in first place. I will post that link one more time. And if you guys can click on that link and get Colton back into first place in the school, he will greatly appreciate it. And maybe I'll even have him come on the podcast to thank all you guys. And who knows? Maybe I'll have him shoot some shit on the podcast. We'll bring some airsoft in here and just have him go to town in the background of the podcast. So just blow Facebook's mind. They just won't know what to do. Just totally blow their mind. Everybody said ammo. Yes, there's going to be some ammo in the ammo can. I'm going to say that right now. There's going to be some ammo in the ammo can. 100% guaranteed, no matter what. So, make sure you guys check it out next week. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. I need 2 more people to hit 1,000 subscribers. Somebody go make an account, make a fake account and subscribe. I don't care. I just want to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's been ridiculous. It's been all week I've been trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I can't do it. It's like 1 a day. Come on. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, at Pew Pew Nation. Go check it out. Tons of gun reviews. Every podcast gets put on that channel as well. It'll be on there tonight, this one. And all kinds of good stuff over there. So go subscribe to that. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Turn your alerts on the Pew Pew Nation page so that you know when we go live. And we will see you all next week. Thanks for watching, guys. And have a good night. Carry on out there. There you go, Stephanie. Have them subscribe. We need 2 more. I appreciate it. See you guys.